Welcome to celebrating 31 expressions of light. We are Soul Evolution Collaborative, and we are pleased to have you joining us in this 31-day experience in really whatever way works for you. Like so many who have come before us, we are setting aside this time of year to celebrate light. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was life, and the Word was light, and the light through law produced form, and created form turned to the light, and the light of consciousness dawned. And humans beheld the light and walked in it, and the light was all. As we move into this special time of year, we look at 31 ways to experience and celebrate this elemental foundation of the universe and actively create space for more light in our collective experience of humanity. Each evening for the month of December, we will be live with a new word to celebrate and a daily activity for the following day that attempts to bring us closer to this experience of light. If this happens to be the first time you're hearing about this, you can jump over to soulevolutioncollaborative.org to sign up for reminders and daily activity details. Now, let us breathe in the beauty and the wonder of this day, this time, this beautiful now moment. Celebrating and honoring light is something found in traditions all over the world. In recognizing the importance of light during this time of year, when the days become shorter, light continues to remain at the center of spirituality. The light is a divine quality that illuminates and enlightens. It is the source of all that is. It is that which fills all of space. It is that which has always been. Not only are we honoring the light that physically illuminates our world, but even more so, the light that resides within every one of us. In the beginning, there was light, and the light was good. Light takes many forms and shines through many expressions, and this month, we set aside this time to honor and celebrate the importance of those many forms. Today, we celebrate celebration as an expression of light. Celebration, the action of making one's pleasure at an important event or occasion by engaging in enjoyable and usually social activity. From our perspective, that enjoyable activity must be in consciousness first. If it isn't, then any social activity will be empty and meaningless. Celebration is something we do constantly to shine the light on our joys, accomplishments, loves, and passions. In doing so, we cause them to grow and multiply. The more we celebrate, the more we have to celebrate. It may be as simple as celebrating the gift of life itself, or as complex as celebrating accomplishments and honors. As we bring our attention and light to joy, it magnifies and multiplies the occurrence of joyful events in our life. And so a short reading from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. The joyous free flow of spirit now flows through me. At all times, I am aware of my immediate oneness with God, and the glory of my thought makes me immune to negative experiences, even to negative suggestion. I desert fear and turn resolutely and joyously to faith, and swiftly into my experience comes the desired good. I give thanks that I am divine and that I know my divinity. A sacred refuge is this inner place where my thought contacts and consciously becomes one with the indwelling Almighty. And so our daily activity, and a reminder, this is the activity for tomorrow, but it is written as if you are reading it for tomorrow. So when it says this day or today, just remember that's tomorrow. As we speak to experience a greater awareness of this expression of light, consider the following activity as a way to embody and explore this idea in a practical way. At least 3 times today, or in our case right now, tomorrow, celebrate the joy of life, inwardly with feeling and really paying attention to the joy that shows. Celebrate outwardly by sharing the celebration with at least one other person. Even consider establishing celebration partners with whom you can regularly share your celebrations. This is not someone to process your stuff with, but it is someone with whom, for this time, through text or brief conversation, that you each share your celebrations. And maybe even consider adding a section to your calendar or your daily journal entitled Today I Celebrate, and then, of course, fill in the blanks. So let us just take a moment then to close our eyes and turn inward and really share in that consciousness of celebration, recognizing that in the full awareness, the fullest awareness, and our growing awareness of the all that there is, the light, that thing that has been before anything was. We recognize that there is this deep connection between everything that exists, all of life, and beyond that, that there are realms of existence that are all of this one thing. And if there happens to be something that you can think of that is larger than whatever that thing is for you right now, then just know that there is a consciousness, a thing, this idea that we don't really have a word for. There is something bigger than whatever that greatest idea that we can possibly fathom is. There is something larger than that, something that existed prior to whatever that thing is that we can name. And it is good, it is God, it is spirit, it is creative, and it is this entire life that we see out in front of us. And so it has to be what we are. We are made of the same and made from that thing. And so by celebrating, by taking moments to acknowledge the things in life that are worth celebrating, and celebrating the small things to the big things, we are amplifying the way life shows up through us. We are amplifying the joy that is available to us. We are magnifying joy for others, inviting others into this space. And so today's expression of light, this idea of celebration, is simply a means of recognizing the nature of life, the nature of our existence here, the nature of creativity, celebrating the way life shows up in a way that is working for us, that is moving in this direction of creativity, celebrating life as something that is bringing us closer to a greatest and greater expression of our own good. And so it is simply with gratitude that I express these words, with gratitude that I know that life is actually creating an experience of more good. It is creating a path that we move down that brings all of us closer to a collective good. And so for this and so much more, I am grateful, simply releasing this word into the universe, into law, knowing that it is true and complete and showing up in front of us in every moment. And so it is.